Hey folks, Dr. Bob McCauley, how the pharmaceutical industry shapes our opinion about health and misleads us deliberately. Coming up.
I'm a marathon runner in absolute perfect physical condition, and I had a heart attack right out of the clear blue.
He was just, get me an aspirin.
Yeah.
There you go. You're in perfect physical condition, and people with who are in perfect physical condition have heart attacks all the time. Of course, it's true. Everybody knows that. You can be in perfect health, perfect physical condition, and be a marathon runner and have a heart attack out of the blue, because heart attacks are random. They come up randomly. It doesn't, maybe you got too much plaque in your heart or something, or that's got nothing to do with it. They're random. I could get one right now. In fact, I don't know if I'll make it through this little video here that I'm trying to make. I mean, this is ridiculous. A perfect physical condition. First of all, how many times have I said, let me tell you something, marathon running is not a healthy activity. One of the guys that happens to agree with me, for instance, is Dr. McCullough, and there's many others. It's too long of to be running. This is not a healthy thing. A cousin of mine, he's a few years older. He's in his mid-60s. This is probably 10 years ago. He was a marathon runner, and I think he'd run like 7 or 8 marathons. And he wasn't such a great runner, but he'd get out there and he'd run his 3 hours or whatever. Well, one time he had a massive heart attack, and he dropped right then and there. Let me tell you something, right in the middle of the marathon. And the only reason that he survived is because he literally collapsed right in front of the EMS truck. And anybody will tell you that. So, and what was it? Well, a piece of plaque had broken off from his arteries and gone to his heart and plugged it up, and he passed out just like that. And he's obviously lucky to be alive. And as I said, if it wasn't the EMS right there, he'd have been gone. So, but doesn't this mislead us here? Doesn't this commercial, perfect marathoner, perfect physical condition? You're not in perfect physical condition if something like that happens. And I also want to say, boy, if I had a heart attack or anybody else, the first thing I do is give me an aspirin. Don't call 911. Just give me an aspirin. I just need one. And then, that's your first thought. That's really it. It's kind of medical malpractice. I'm not saying aspirins really can't help with heart conditions or heart attacks or stave off heart attacks. There's a lot of evidence they say that helps or whatever, but that's not the point. The point is, first of all, you should reach for 911, and second of all, he's trying to claim that an aspirin from this particular company, it doesn't matter which one it is, saved his life. I mean, they shape our opinions about health. You can be perfectly healthy and still have a heart attack. No, you can't. If you went out on the lot and you get a brand new car and it's broken in, it's got 200 miles on it, and they run the full diagnostics, all the computers, everything, and it's just working perfectly, but it won't run. Well, that doesn't happen. I mean, I'm sorry, things don't just break randomly. There's always a reason. There's always a reason something doesn't break. We had Apollo 13. They went up to the moon, and something blew up. Well, they traced it back and they found out what it was, and then they stopped doing that the next time. There's always a reason behind it, and there's a reason people get heart attacks, and heart attacks don't happen to people who are in perfect physical condition, period. And a marathon runner, well, I'll say it again, I've been running my entire life. I run every day. I ran strenuously this morning for 20 minutes. I do it every day. I work out for around 20-25 minutes physically, very vigorously, every single day, and not anymore, because it's not good for you. For a number of reasons. Number one, it's too much acidity in the body, and you build up too many free radicals. I always found this to be one of the most absurd commercials I have ever seen in my life. And it's this suggestion, as I said before, heart attacks are random. Anybody can get them. You can be a marathon runner and get them. Marathon running's not good for you. And let's go back. What is this guy's diet? That's the important thing, and we're never going to know that. We're never going to know. Now, I guarantee you he's on a typical diet, typical American diet, meat and potatoes. Probably ate a lot of meat. Maybe he's high cholesterol. Who knows? We never hear that part of it, because that to the medical industry and the pharmaceutical industry, it's all irrelevant. I'm going to be doing another video very soon on a documentary that addresses this issue directly. The medical industry does not want to hear anything about diet. It's not. They'll get those two sacred words, diet and exercise. It's vague. What kind of diet? What kind of exercise? Diet and exercise. But we all get old, and we all get disease, and we're all going to die. Well, I don't buy that for 2 seconds. And this commercial with this guy in here is a perfect example of it. He's not a medical professional of any kind, any way, shape, or form. He knew to get an aspirin for something. But I'll say it one last time. People in perfect physical condition, like me or something close to what I am, do not get heart attacks out of the blue. It just can happen to anybody. We don't get it. All right? Health is in your diet, and it's not found in an aspirin. Dr. Bob, I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video and these kind of ideas, share it with as many people as you can. Get the word out. Dr. Bob, see you next time.